Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. As you can see, we have another one. This woman is being held in a jail in Dubai, the Middle East, the UAE. And look, we live in the land of the free in America. Yes, you can go to jail and get arrested here, but our laws are not as strict. And I thought that it was pretty well known that you cannot go over there and get away with certain things. We have seen this a couple of times. And like I've said before, if you're going to go somewhere, you need to research the laws of that country. Now, I will say that Dubai has been pretty not it's not as strict all the time. You know, people think, well, you have to be covered head to toe. I have seen several videos right here on YouTube where people are wearing clothes that you see us wearing in America all the time. You just can't have super short dresses and stuff. But I've seen women with their legs showing, knees showing, arms out, regular shirts with some capris and sandals and stuff and dresses. But this woman is 23 years old and her life, if she doesn't get pardoned or something, her life is literally over and destroyed. She's only 23 years old. People make mistakes, but the UAE, Dubai again, is pretty well known that they don't tolerate a lot of things in their country, even though there have been rumors of people doing some of those things, maybe underground or something. It's not public like that. So she's 23 years old. She's a law student, y'all. A law student. She's been sentenced to 25 years in jail in Dubai because it was a coke bust, okay? She was found with 50 grams of cocaine, okay, in her apartment in Dubai. Baby, with what I've seen, I would never, and she's a law student, working hard, beautiful woman, life over. This is not a game, this is very serious. So let's see what happened, okay? It says that, all right, a 23-year-old British law student, Mia O'Brien, who had been studying law at the University of Liverpool, was sentenced to 25 years in Dubai Central Prison because she had cocaine, 50 grams of it, which is about $3,377. It was found in the apartment she was staying in. The court also imposed a hefty fine of $136,000. She pleaded not guilty, according to her mother. The trial was conducted entirely in Arabic, casting serious doubts on its fairness and the adequacy of her legal representation. Now, look, I've seen movies where people have been framed before. Things like that it does happen. And they didn't have the trial in English, so she really didn't get a true fair trial. She doesn't even know what they're saying, but the fact remains is that they found this in her apartment, this cocaine. Okay, now it says that, excuse me, hold on. It says that, okay, her mother described the condition in the prison as a nightmare. She says that she's sharing a cell with 6 other inmates and she has to sleep on a mattress on the floor. There's no staff available to attend to their needs. She must bang on a heavy door when she needs assistance, and the environment is rife with violence and psychological distress. Human Rights Watch, okay, hold on. Human Rights Watch have previously reported that grapes are an everyday occurrence. Graping, okay? You're getting graped. What about when she's on her menstrual cycle, access to wash, all of that? Okay, it says that there are efforts to raise funds for her legal appeal. They have faced obstacles. There's a GoFundMe campaign. It was removed due to policy violations, prompting the family to share bank details publicly to seek donations. An appeal is expected in the coming weeks as her family they fight to overturn what they claim is a gross miscarriage of justice. Now, here's the question: did she have the drugs or not? Okay, and that's just the truth. You have to be careful going to different countries, not just the Middle East. All countries have different rules over there. Okay, you have to be careful. Now we have Brittany Rayner. I thought her name was Brittany Griner, but Brittany Rayner. We know that she was held in a jail in Europe or something because she also possessed drugs that they didn't allow. Now she's very famous, so the president was able to get her out of that situation. And there were many people who said, why would you go to these other countries knowing, or you should know about the drug laws in some of these countries? And if it weren't for her being who she is, she would have been stuck over there for years, okay? This woman is not famous. So we have other cases with the laws over there. This woman is from Houston, Texas, and she was in Dubai. I'm not sure if she got out. She was charged with screaming in public and could face jail time. You're not allowed to be extra loud and go off on people. Absolutely not, causing a scene and disrespecting men and women, but especially men. And from what I had heard, because I believe I had covered this story, someone might have tried to scam her, or she was being disrespected and she raised her voice, and then they probably called the cops or something and she got arrested. Okay. You have this woman who was also detained in Dubai. Okay. It says a glam British woman is rotting in a Dubai jail. Okay. That's her. That's her. Looked a little different. Unable to shower. That means kitty cat infections and smelling. And on top of that, a menstrual cycle and being raped. And God knows what can happen with those men. Okay? The ones who are in the prison overseeing things. In a New York student was sentenced to a year in prison because she touched a Dubai airport security guard. Now, from what I had heard from this story, they had her things, and I think she was trying to help them see something. Something happened, and she just grabbed, I think it was a woman actually that worked there. She had grabbed her arm or something, and she ended up getting arrested. You have him, a teenager. He was jailed in Dubai for having sex with another tourist, and he was able to return home because of a royal pardon from Dubai's ruler, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Okay, now, look, you know, in the Middle East, there were laws that you couldn't even share a hotel room with somebody you're not married to. Now, I have heard that they changed those laws. We know in Saudi Arabia, women are able to drive now. They had a lot of laws that women were free, but that was something that they couldn't do that they can do now. Okay, so you have the Prince, Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum, and he's a very loved leader in Dubai. A lot of people like him. He's known to be pretty kind and going around the world, visiting different places, nice to the children and all types of stuff. And he pardoned him. And maybe he might pardon her. He might pardon her. But a lot of people, you know, in a lot of countries, they're going to be strict because if everyone could come and get away with it, they don't want that pouring in to their community. Okay? Getting high will ruin people. Cocaine and heroin and everything like that. They don't want that type of stuff entering the country and running rampant around their society because it will cause chaos. We know what happens when people get strung out. So, okay, here are some of the rules in Dubai. Drugs. It says they have a zero tolerance policy for illegal substances, and there are penalties for possession, use, or trafficking are severe. Respecting the culture and authority, the local custom. Dubai is a blend of being modern but also strict traditions. Be mindful of the local norms and traditions to ensure a smooth trip. Respect the law. It's important to understand and respect the local the local laws and authority to avoid any uncomfortable or legal situations. Avoid discussing or criticizing the government of the UAE. Photography. Always ask permission before taking photos of the people, the citizens, government buildings, and military sites. Yeah. Language and conduct. Avoid swearing, loud arguments, or offensive gestures. This is considered illegal and can lead to severe penalties. No alcohol. If you don't have the license, it's restricted to licensed venues, and public intoxication is illegal and severely punished. Drugs, okay, no drugs again. They're not playing when it comes to that. And you can have a really good time going over there. I've seen plenty of people having fun. You just don't act rowdy, wear respectable attire, Do not yell and scream and curse at people. I'm not sure if couples can hold hands or not. I'm not sure about that. I know some countries are strict with PDA. Just conduct yourself respectfully and you'll be okay. I do hear again some places you can drink, but they don't want you being drunk. No drugs, nothing too crazy or out of order. Okay, so those are the rules there, and plenty of people don't have issues when they go, but some have. And I don't know what happened with the woman who touched the woman at the airport's arm or something. She should not have been arrested. Okay, so I'm gonna have to see what's the updates with some of these cases. So now she's in the prison facing 25 years. That is a long time of her life that can be completely destroyed. Not being able to wash, sleeping on the floor, other inmates where grape is an everyday occurrence, menstrual cycle, so much infections. It's just, this is horrible. And I think that I would hope that maybe she's pardoned. She's only 23 years old. Okay, people make mistakes. People make mistakes. I think that she should be forgiven. And I'm sure after this experience that she's learned her lesson about this. Okay, so I just wanted to share this with you. It's not a game. They will put you in prison, not just in the Middle East, but even Asian countries. Okay, you have to be careful. Be careful and watch your surroundings because there are people who could try to set you up. That happens too. Be very careful. Check your bags and everything before you leave for the airport. Okay? Check around. Don't go into very crazy places where you don't feel safe and everything. Watch yourself. All right. And Dubai has a reputation as being one of the safest places on earth. Not a lot of crime because of those strict laws to keep law and order, but you just have to be careful. You really do have to be careful, y'all, okay? So that is it before I go. Who doesn't love cookies? I love cookies and cupcakes. And if you want some delicious snacks, go to Style Me Treats. You see right on the screen, stylemetreats.com. She has various different flavors at an affordable price. Look, $4 and $4.25, $4.50. You can get the banana pudding cookie. You can get the birthday cake cookie, the Biscoff cookie, butter, and the classic chocolate chip cookie. Seriously, stylemetreats.com. Love, love, love to see it. So that is it. Get those likes up, baby, and let me know what you think. Is this going to deter you from going to Dubai, the Middle East? I mean, it is a very popular destination, very beautiful sights to see, very diverse, and a lot of people enjoy going there. But you do have to, watch yourself, okay? Watch yourself out there. So, all right. Thank you so much again. You all take care. Bye.